Silver Springs, Florida, the glass bottom boats. Last time I was here was 1978, 79, when we moved from New York to Utah. Came with my sister and my parents. Park's changed a lot. There's almost nothing in the way of attractions here anymore except for the glass bottom boats, which I'm gonna go get on board right now. Take a little ride. So have to bear with me here while we stand in line and wait for the boat to load. Here we go. You can see how clear the water is. It's like crystal clear. They've been doing these glass bottom boat tours here since the late 1800s. You can take kayaks, paddle yourself up the river. They even have clear ones that rent you. It's supposed to be a 30-minute boat tour. 30-minute boat tour.
Glass bottom boat tour. Please have your tickets ready so I can walk down the line and check you in. If you have a time other than 1:15, please have a seat on the right behind you. I'll get to you momentarily. So 1:15.
That would be us. 1:15. It's going to be a little bit of a long video because I don't want to cut it, so I'm just going to let it run. Get the whole experience. So anybody watching is going to have to deal with it. Imagine if I remember, it's hard to say, but over across on the other side where the water is over that way is where they used to have all the different attractions and stuff.
How are you? Thank you, sir. I'm good. And you have 3. We're all set. Thank you so much. How are you, sir?
Good.
Thank you.
There's the 2. She called you about us to make sure.
Okay. Well, we're good.
So
we're
we're
all
probably
set.
the last, I think.
We got one more. How are you guys?
This water is so clear, you can see the fish in the bottom. You see a monster over here, it's got to be at least a foot long. At least. These boats have a glass bottom in them, so you'll be able to see everything right through the bottom. It'll be cool. You can see all the grass on the bottom with the manatees eat.
$17,000 each. You can do it here. If you give more than that, you're supposed to claim filing. I know. What happens is when you die.
This is a pretty cool experience.
Now it's like 11
Okay. Thought it wasn't recording.
It's reduced by that.
It is. Cool, we got one of them up there, take the GoPro, put it underwater. You'll see the fish and everything underwater. This GoPro is waterproof, you can do that with it. I've yet to try that, but I will eventually. There's a turtle up there, just floating along in the water. Yes. On this side. Yeah.
Welcome aboard, everybody. My name is Sherry, and this chapter ready to take y'all down the river, but first we're going to do a safety speech. So there are life jackets above your heads. The children are located in the front, and the adults are in the middle and the back. There are 2 fire extinguishers aboard this vessel. One is over here by me on the starboard side, and the other one is up front on the port side. There's a 2-way radio on every boat. Channel 16 will get you to the Coast Guard, and channel 69 for the dock. Now, if anybody should fall overboard during this trip, I will send an alligator rescue team immediately to fish you out. It will only cost you an arm and a leg. Alright guys, well we've been doing these tours a really long time here at Silver Springs, so 1878 was actually the year this place opened, so thank y'all for coming today. Now 850 million gallons of fresh, pure, clean drinking water flows out of these springs every 24 hours. The water is 99.8% pure, 72 degrees all year round, and flows at a current of about 5 miles an hour, where it flows north to the Ocklawaha River in about 4.5 miles. Then it travels on to St. John's for another 550 miles, all the way up to Jacksonville, where it dumps out into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, where do we get this water? Well, there's an underground cave system beneath us, and when it rains, that rain travels through the earth and it collects down there in that underground cave system, and it forms a river. Now that river gets pushed up by the pressure of the water and out through the springs. It comes onto this river. Now we don't see that rain topside for about 20 years, so it does go through quite a filtration process. This is actually some of the cleanest water you'll ever come in contact with. This water has all the minerals and nutrients your body needs to be nice and healthy. And this is what we're supposed to be drinking, okay?
Yeah, see, something.
That's not on the tour. Okay, well, that is a first for me, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot help you with that. I don't know where that came from. It's not part of the tour. Alright, so the monkeys were over here on the right earlier, so if y'all see any monkeys, do let me know. Now this first spring is what we call the Creature Spring, and that is because all the Creature the Black Lagoon movies were filmed right here. At this first spring, we're not there yet. The monkeys were all around this little, we're all around on the trees right here, so if you see anything, let us know. Now this movie starred Rico Browning. Rico Browning wasn't supposed to be the star of the Creature movies, but the guy didn't show up for work that was supposed to star in the Creature movies, so Rico told the film producers that he had a unique talent. He could hold his breath underwater for 4 minutes at a time, and he just so conveniently fit into the Creature costume. So he did get the role in all 3 movies. They're all done right there, that V-shaped opening that you're going to see. And that is the Creature cave. It's right up at the front of the glass. I'm going to go up there. So this boat only has 20 horsepower, so you'll have to excuse me. Sometimes it doesn't get there as fast as I'd like it to. Alright, there we go. That is the Creature cave, y'all. That V-shaped opening right there. That's where all 3 of the Creature movies were filmed. Now, it's about a 35-foot depth right there, and film producers say that it's the perfect depth to film a movie. Alligator. To the left, swimming in the water in front of the island, that's Abigail, our 8-foot alligator. There she is in all her glory.
Got his nose up.
So that was about 35 foot in depth, and that is what film producers like, because they say it looks deeper on screen than it is. I think it looks more shallow because we got really clean water. Y'all see it? Pretty cool. I think there's a couple of baby alligators on that log behind that bird too. There was earlier, so I'm going to try to make a turn so y'all can see them.
I think
it's back there behind the bird. See if there's 2 babies. I don't know if he's still there or not, but are there? No.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
There's the gator.
No.
Can't tell if it is or not.
That's a gator right there.
They might be behind
Right in
that
front of us,
thing.
that
Oh,
look.
there's one. Yeah, there's one.
The darker.
There's one baby right there. Oh, there's Abigail right there in the water. Look straight ahead, yeah.
See her right there?
So the baby's on that log behind the log. So you see the little stripes of the tail on that slanted log right there? That's 2 baby gators. So how do we age an alligator? Well, from the tip of an alligator's nose to their eyes, however many inches it is in length, is how many feet they are in length on their body and how many years they are old. A up until age 7. Then their growth rate slows, and thank goodness for that, because they do live 75 years. We do not need 75-foot gators running around here. Now they can live up to 100 years in
Turtles,
captivity.
there's babies right there on the wall.
So, ask them at Gatorland, they know. Yeah, so that's our baby gators, and our big gator right there. I don't know if she's the mom, but they did call her Alfred, and then she had babies, so now they call her Abigail.
She might be going.
Now that bird right there is called an anhinga, and those are fishing birds. So you'll see those birds diving down. They can dive down up to 30 meters to get their fish, and they can hold their breath for 10 to 12 minutes at a time.
Oh, wow.
And they're better known as the snake bird, because that's what they look like when they're swimming around, and just their necks stick out of the water. But they don't have any oil on their feathers, so that's what he's doing. He's drying his feathers because it's easier to fly when you're dry. It's like swimming with jeans on. You can do it, but it's really hard. So he prefers to dry off. It takes him about 20 minutes to dry his feathers. But he will stab his fish with a spear-like beak, flip it up in the air, and swallow it head first so the tail doesn't open up and cut his throat. Sometimes he can't get that fish off of his beak, so you'll see him banging his head up against a rock or a log or whatever's in the area. Kind of looks funny, and I don't know, sometimes the fish will wiggle off his beak and he has to start the process all over again. Poor guy. It's a little frustrating for him. And there was a bunch of manatees mating in this area. I don't know where they went, but I'm kind of looking around for them. We're going to go over here to the Florida snowstorm. This is the only, well, all these kayakers are here. Let me honk my horn. Look at all these, y'all. Lost bottom boats coming.
What?
Y'all see the manatee? Oh, there they are. It's over there, yeah. So this is the only spring that you can actually see the water flowing out due to the sediment on the bottom. So that sediment just bits of snail shell and limestone and comes up from the caverns below that's been down there thousands of years.
There's one right there.
So you'll see that sediment.
Oh, yeah.
Look down real quick so you can see the Florida snowstorm. Thank you.
A whole load of them.
Sediments, bits of snail shell and limestone, and it's been down there for thousands of years. It gets pushed up through the pressure of the water, out through the springs it comes.
Look, here's the spring.
Oh, I see a monkey. Look to the left through the tree line. There's monkeys. There's monkeys. Oh, good girl. Well, you were supposed to tell me that. Now, see, that's not a good girl at all. Shame on you for not telling your captain what you see and everybody else. How dare you? How
There's a
dare
whole
you?
bunch of them over there.
I'm just glad we see them.
They're shaking the trees.
All right, good deal, good deal. So we've hit a trifecta already. Manatees, monkeys, and gators. Right here we got manatees, right? There's manatees over there, correct? Is that a manatee?
No.
Oh, it's not a manatee.
Where?
I thought I saw one right in the water right next to us. I guess not. All right, well, we'll find one. Don't you worry. I'm determined. Yeah.
So, captains were managing right now. I need it.
Get the one up in the tree?
Yeah, he's not doing too bad. He was watching the monkeys. He did spot him. I
There's
seen him.
one
He was
over here
walking
coming.
There's a bunch of them back there
Yeah,
in
look
the
at them.
trees. Well, look at them.
Oh, look over here, how many?
Yeah, they're carrying on in the trees back there too.
Oh my goodness.
They were released by a guy back in 1930.
Is that right?
And they were supposed to, he didn't realize they could swim. He released them on an island. And they, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see him now.
And now there's hundreds of them.
Yes, he is.
This morning I looked it up, it said 400, I don't know how old that was, but it said 400 this morning. And a friend said, oh, you never see them. Well, you there a couple times,
The
I've
other day I was
never
at the
seen a
boat barn and
monkey.
there's about
So wait till I
70
tell her we have an
monkeys on
entire
top of the
family.
boat barn where we dock the boats at night, and I was late for work and they were blocking the way for me and my boat, and I just didn't have time for this, and I just came at them like a big animal and I scared them all, and Bruce was like, no, don't. I was like, roar. And they all scattered, even the big ones. They were like, oh, we're not messing with her. I was like, I have no time for monkey business, Bruce. I've got to get to work. I'm late. It's crazy. Yeah, these guys are unpredictable, though. They show up anywhere. Usually when we have the weddings up at the mansion, they show up for the catered party. They love the food. So we have a retired captain that kind of hangs out in the Discovery Center with the creature costume. We have the original creature costume there. And his name is Oscar, and he used to feed the monkeys as part of the program, and he'd hold up a french fry, and the monkeys would get on the boat and eat the french fry from his hand, and now the monkeys want their french fries. But the state took over about 6 years ago, and they don't allow feeding of any of the wildlife. So the monkeys are sad, and so is Oscar, but now the monkey has stalked the humans for food. That's what we see around here. Now when we were... Oh God, more solicitors. I tell you what, they just call my phone all day long. Now, what we look for with the manatees is the manatee footprint, and what that is a big circle on top of the water. It's about this big. Oh, you see what? I thought someone said manatee. All right, so it's a big circle about this big, and it's from their big paddle-like tails swishing under the water, making those circular patterns. So one after another in a uniform pattern. That usually means the manatee is 6 feet in front of that last circle. So they usually hang out here. This is kind of where they love, but I don't see any right now, so we might have to leave. Go try something else. I'm just going to look for a second, because I swear they're over here. Sometimes when the manatees sleep, they're just on the bottom, and they don't make any movement, so they don't make any footprints, so that's difficult for us to see, but we go over them, and then we're like, oh, there they are. I'm sorry, y'all. I just gotta put my phone on silent yet. Anyways. What? I was getting robocalls till like 9 o'clock last night, one after another. It was terrible. I can't believe that they can call that late. It's ridiculous. Alright, so I feel like they're around here somewhere, but I don't know. There's maybe some footprints over there. Where are you? That's right. What? The manatees don't make any noise, you know that? Isn't that crazy? They're like one of the only animals that don't make any sounds whatsoever. This is their favorite spot, this little shallow area. They love sleeping here.
Go scratch your little fishy noses.
Oh, you see one? Alright. No, I think there has to be one because that sediment is getting...
Yeah.
I don't know. Where? Okay, oh, yeah, well, that's the one place we can't go. Look at the birds hissing at the alligator. She's like, get away from me, get away from me. Alligator's like, I'm coming to eat you.
Yep.
Oh, that would be crazy if we saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for it. I think I might have to back up.
Please
Because
do.
this
I
might
want
be
to
a
see the
big show
bird.
right here.
Sorry. So there's the babies.
Where'd he go? Sorry. Oh, she's on the base of that tree still. I see her little ridges. She might be going for that bird. That's crazy. Or no, she's probably going for the baby gators. So alligators eat their own kind. Everything, baby gators taste just like chicken.
Is she gonna eat them baby gators? Don't eat the baby gators, lady.
Alright, we're gonna move on. This might take a while. We gotta go find some manatees. This is ridiculous. She moved all right. She's like, oh no, she might be climbing that tree. She's precarious. Abigail, boy, she's a wild card, that one. She'll come out when it's cloudy. Oh no, that's not good for the babies. That was a very smart move. Maybe that's her mom. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But the moms will eat their babies. I don't know, man. I hope they're still alive because I like to show them off the little babies.
One stayed on.
Yeah, one's like, I'm not stupid. I'm not getting in that water with that thing. All right, guys. Let's look for some footprints. See if we can't find a manatee somewhere. If they're in there, we can't get in there because it's...
Oh, here it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there they are. They're still mating.
Don't pet the manatee, lady. Hands off of
I hope she gets pumped off her paddleboard. Getting that close to a baby manatee. It's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
They're mating, so they get kind of buck wild when they're mating. I've seen them lift kayakers up, like, and almost carry them off. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Their eyes got about this big. They're like, uh-oh.
She's got an underwater camera.
With the other side. Golly, I'm turning my phone off.
I wonder if they tail bump.
I mean, they really do. Golly, it's harassment.
Get it
I'm
on.
telling you, I don't know how to do
When
this.
they're finished, they tail bump.
Definitely harassment.
There's
I don't really have that many friends at all. I mean, nobody calls me.
3 or 4 of them. They're having a menage a trois.
Butt solicitors and bill collectors. I don't really know.
Hey, that's always fun too, right?
Why was it?
Look at him go.
All right, are the gators still alive over there?
Are they still alive?
If you videotape it, then you can go back and check. Oh, here we go.
Wow. Never seen manatees get it on.
I don't think I have either. I've seen a lot of manatees, but I don't know if I've ever known that they were actually what they were actually doing.
Yeah, so we have a variety of turtles, and that's a good thing because that is 70% of an alligator's diet. So we have soft-shell turtles and Florida snapping turtles, and we have musk turtles. Those are the little ones that don't get very big, and then we have red, orange, and yellow belly sliders. So you'll see those. All right, we're going to move along and see what else we can see out here. I think I'm supposed to show you some springs, so I think I'll do that. Oh, there you go again. More mating action going on. Little turtle tails flopping around. These guys, man, they don't know how strong these manatees are. They will pick them up and throw them with that tail. I'm telling you what, it's crazy how strong they are. So manatees live to about 65 years old, and they have to be in temperatures above 62 degrees or they will die of hypothermia. Contrary to popular belief, manatees are actually all muscle, no body fat. So that's what I'm saying. They're very strong. And all they do is graze the bottom of the waterways, and they eat all the eelgrass that you see on the glass bottom. Each manatee can eat about 1 acre to 3 acres of that eelgrass every single day. So salads are still good for you because they're all muscle. So,
Wow.
yeah. So they're related to the elephant. So when they do have babies, which I'm sure somebody's getting pregnant right now, they have 12-month gestation periods, just like an elephant. So they actually have an indentation of an elephant hoof print on their little flippers.
Oh,
Yeah, so
how cool is
kind
that?
of cute. Yes, they do. Now they can have twins, but it's very, very rare. So it looks like they've kind of clouded up this area, so we aren't going to be able to see what I usually show right there. But there's a dugout canoe from the Temuka tribe down there. But I mean, they stir up all that stuff on the bottom, and it makes it impossible to see sometimes. Small price to pay for manatees, but we're gonna go see Blue Grotto. Blue Grotto is a magnitude 1 spring, and what that means is 100 cubic feet of water flows out of the spring every second, or 65 million gallons every 24 hours. This spring puts out 150 million gallons every 24 hours. So this is our second largest spring, and I think it's a pretty one. Now the blue glow that you're going to see is just the limestone, the light reflecting off that limestone bottom, giving it that little shimmer, which is how they got the name of the Silver River. So you're going to see some of that sediment on the bottom spinning around in a circle in a little vortex. That same stuff is just bits of snail shell and limestone. I'm thinking there's more manatees over here because it's kind of cloudy. It's usually really, really clear here. So we had some divers dive one of our springs called the Abyss, and they went down about 81 feet. They never reached the bottom, so then they put 200 more foot of line down and still never did reach the bottom of the cave system. So they don't know how deep these caves are, but they do have a map of it, and they tell me it's quite extensive. It goes all the way to Georgia.
See it? Wow.
Yeah, it's a big cave, lots of water.
You can see it moving down there.
It's kind of neat one though. This is one of my favorite ones, I think. I like this one. I don't know why, but I like it. And I'll show you the biggest spring that we have here at the very end, so I saved the best for last. It's usually really clear, so I don't know where he is, but he's around somewhere because he's clouded up all this stuff that I'm trying to show you. Just the other day we went to work and we couldn't show anything on the bottom because there was just mud on every spring that we showed, so that was difficult. It was a hard day for us captains. We have 32 different species of fish, 7 different kinds of bass, bluegill, bowfin, mullet, brim, perch. And the blue ones you're going to see a lot of are called blue tilapia, and they are actually an invasive species. So they are currently eating our fish population. So the state better do something about that pretty quick, or else we're not going to have any fish left. Yeah, there's no fishing here at Silver River anymore since the state took over about 6 years ago, so it's hard to help. So we're just waiting for them to ask us for help as captains. We've got one guy in the back spearfishing them, but he can't hit much because he said they're skittish. They're pretty big, so I feel like I can. I'm willing to try. Yeah, exactly. So they've got to give us permission first, and they haven't done that yet. So we'll see what happens. We volunteered, all of us captains, to come on our days off and try to help spearfish. So they've gotten, like when I first got here about 4 months ago, they were about this big by the dock, about this big, and now they are this big by the dock. So they've grown quite a bit in the little time that I've been here. So I'll tell you all the monkey stories since y'all have seen the monkeys. So we got the monkeys not from Tarzan, that's actually a rumor. They use chimpanzees. What do you see? What do you see? Oh yeah, that's the mullet. They jump really high because our good Florida water. But we have monkeys because of a man named Colonel Tui. The Tarzan movies used chimpanzees. And Colonel Tui used to do tours here on this waterway, and well, he didn't feel like he made enough money. So what he did was he bought 6 monkeys, 6 rhesus macaque monkeys, which is what those were, put them on an island that we have downriver and called it Monkey Island. He's going to charge people extra money on the side to see the monkeys. Well, that was all good in theory until he went there and they were gone. So then he bought 6 more and did it again, and they were gone too, because what he failed to realize were that rhesus macaque monkeys can swim, and they swam right off the island, and now we have monkeys anywhere from Gainesville to Leesburg. But rarely do we ever see them at Monkey Island. So that's the story on the monkeys, guys. They show up for all the catered parties, so if you get married here, you're doomed to have monkeys at your wedding. Don't be weird about it when the monkeys show up. There's a monkey right there on top of that roof. They love it here. This is the Sea Hunt dock. So they liked the show Sea Hunt. They wanted to watch more of it. So 151 episodes of the show Sea Hunt were filmed here, and oftentimes the camera crew would set up here at the Sea Hunt dock and deploy the dog. Manatee, manatee, manatee. Right next to us. Right here, guys. Right here. Right here.
Straight down. Might be down there.
You'll see him? Tell me you see the guy. Come on, give me some feedback, guys. You'll see him.
There he is. He's in the water.
Is he gone?
You guys see
No,
him?
he's right in front of you.
He's up in
It's already
front.
12 o'clock. I'm going to flip the boat around so my left side can see him. I got to have this trifecta, guys. It's very important.
It's hard to. He's
Y'all see
gone
him?
now.
Grass now.
All right, so if you didn't see Sea Hunt, maybe you saw the movie The Legend with Tom Cruise in it. He jumps off a cliff into a body of water. That was this body of water. So that cliff wasn't real. It was AI generated, but the body of water is right underneath you. I'm going to kill these people. People are calling me. I had to turn my phone off. So much for emergencies.
Still sitting there, babe. See the monkey?
Anyway, so yeah, that was right here. Sea Hunt and The Legend with Tom Cruise. Now that movie made Tom Cruise the legend he is today. Alright, we're going to go see where this manatee is going. Does anybody see him? Did he go in or? Okay. Sometimes I do better in reverse because I can see. So the rest of this tour will be in reverse. Not all of it, but most of it. Where'd he go? Okay, I see him. I think I see him. Either that or it's Sandy Bottom. He might have cut and went in there. Sometimes he... That is a ibis right there. Did y'all see a manatee swim by you? Did you see a manatee swim by? Alright, he went over to join the herd. Oh, good. Oh, he went to Blue Grotto? I don't know where he went. Well, they go pretty fast. So they can swim anywhere from 4 to 10 miles an hour, but they can go 20 in short bursts. Yeah, so they can really get by you. Little rascal. He got by me alright, he sure did. Alright, so you're saying he went that way? That way? Okay. Is this one of yours? No, is it? Okay, that's what I thought. Good. Under the glass, being a little gift. That was nice of him. What a sweetheart. That was cool. Where'd he go?
Straight ahead. Yeah. Straight ahead.
All right.
12 o'clock.
All right. That was cool. Nice. Good job. Good job. All right. Up ahead on the right, you're going to see a big white building. That is the Twin Oaks Mansion through the tree line. And that was built in the 90s in order to keep bodies here at Silver Springs. So we were Florida's very first theme park, but obviously we had a little competition after Disney opened. So they built that mansion to have concerts there, free for the public. And the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Jimi Hendrix, someone told me, oh God, what was her name? No, I don't know. I don't remember. Someone told me some girl's name last trip, but I don't remember what it was. So, and Jimi Hendrix even came, Billy Ray Cyrus, Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin. A lot of big names came here and played for free. So it was a good marketing strategy because we are still here and still kicking. So that's great. Now, up ahead on the right, you're going to see maybe some turtles. Are they still there? Turtles on a log? Yeah, that's what we call shell stations around here. Now we have red, orange, and yellow white sliders, Florida snapping turtles, soft shell turtles, and these little tiny guys called musk turtles. They don't get very big. Now this is also a trail. Y'all can walk down this trail. Oh, there's the human species. Little baby human species. It's a baby.
It's a baby.
Oh, he's throwing something at the baby gator. I think I see a baby gator back there. I think they're kids. Not very smart. So I've seen a gator take a leg from somebody that was throwing rocks at it. And that's a true story. So I was at Alexander Springs, which is, on the way to my house from here. And I think it's on 19, so Highway 19. So I was there, and there was this gator, and it had babies, and these kids and this man were throwing rocks at the babies. And I was like, don't do that. And they didn't listen to me. And the mama went and put her babies up, and then she came back out in the swimming area and kind of looked around and went down. And of course, about 2 hours later, everybody forgot that gator was there. And I knew it was still there, and this other girl that's a local knew it was still there, and we were talking about it. They're like, oh yeah, she's still there, all right. And of course, everybody forgot that the gator was there and filed back in the swimming area. Well, then the man filed back in that had the kids, and then the gator took this man's leg. It was pretty crazy. Anyways, they shut down the park for about a week, so she was really upset because that was her swimming pool, but you know, it's whatever. So gators can swim and run 40 miles an hour, and they can only do that when they're hot. When they're cold, that's why they only go paddleboarding in the wintertime. When they're cold, they can't move very far or fast at all because they're cold-blooded. So that's what Abigail was doing. She was getting her sun. So she usually lays up on these little bald spots along the shoreline to get her sun. So, you know, if you're walking along that trail, just don't let your kids run up to the water's edge, because that's where she hangs out. So right out there's a great blue heron over there in the middle of Bird Island. It's kind of camouflaged, but I was just stopping to see if the manatees were going to rumble again so y'all could see them. And this guy's getting really close to those gators over there. What is he doing? He's like face to face with those babies or something? What is that do? That's why people get attacked. Do you understand? See, that's not smart. Why is he doing that?
He doesn't.
I mean, that's like up close and personal. Like, what are you gonna climb the tree too? It's just really weird. Why is he doing that? Wow, that's wild. All right, whatever. Well, we might have a gator attack later. If that is Abigail's baby, she's not gonna want that dude near her babies because they are very protective of their young. They don't want anybody else eating them other than themselves.
So I've got a big
Hey, can we get somebody over here to get these kayakers away from these gators on Bird Island? It's ridiculous how close they're face to face with them.
Wow. The guy that we had, he had like a license to have payment alligators, so he had like his garage.
He's taunting the gators right now with his paddle. That's just
Everybody got bit by a cannon down in the
got a little breeze there, sorry y'all.
Oh.
Well, thanks for stopping, Joyce.
Everybody's walking around.
She didn't hit me? Like, wow, that was nice of her. Have to thank her later for that one. Anyways. Alright guys, it's always interesting around here. Up ahead on the right, you're going to see a statue. It is of a man named Chief Osceola. Chief Osceola is of the Seminole tribe. Well, he was bilingual because his father was in fact English, so they sent him to do the negotiating with the American government on the peace treaty. Well, they read the peace treaty to him. They had no idea he could speak English, and they lied to him, and they told him that they were going to buy their land here in Florida and let him live on it and live prosperously. But obviously, when he went back and read it to his people, said they were going to steal their land and ship them to Oklahoma, and if they returned, they were going to kill them all. Well, he didn't like that deal, and neither did his people, so he was told to tell them no, which he did, but he took the dramatic approach and he stabbed the peace treaty with his knife. Now that started the Second Seminole American War. Now that war was never won or lost, so this is technically still their land, and they are very proud of that. Now, we have reached the last step of the day, which is actually the start of the Silver River. So this is called the Mammoth Spring, and they call it that because mammoth bones are found here. But this is one of the largest artesian springs in the world, so this one spring puts out 550 million gallons of fresh, pure, clean drinking water every 24 hours. Now this cave wall is 65 feet long, and it is 50 feet deep here in the middle, and it is just a beautiful cave system. Lots of water coming out of this one. This one packs a punch, y'all. It makes it difficult to dock, so if you ever see us struggling, that's why. Now, there's a show filmed here in the 60s called I Spy, and that show starred Bill Cosby and Robert Culp. And in that show, there were some statues that used as props And the statues were made of fiberglass, and so they were removed after the show was done being filmed. That's why they were made of something light, right? Well, the quirky people of Ocala signed a petition getting them brought back here and placed back down on the bottom of the Silver River, and there they are. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, and they are from the show I Spy. But
There they
are
are.
here forever.
Oh, how's that? Oh, yeah.
The spring pushes me off them, so I gotta readjust. But yeah, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. I call them the three dudes. They just got a cleaning, so we have divers come and clean our glass bottoms once a month, and then they pull all the sunglasses and cell phones they find from the kayakers, and then they clean these guys. So they're stone looking now, but they're already half algae. We've got cleaned on Sundays. That's how fast our stuff grows around here. We got a lot of nitrates in the water.
There you go, 3
But
right in a row.
yeah, they were all fresh and clean 2 days ago. Now they've been in a couple James Bond trailers. They didn't make the movie, but they made the trailer. So Moonraker and Thunderball were the 2 movies. So if you want to check those trailers out. Oh, stop it, Joyce. Anyways, you're seeing that girl. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all liked your tour. That concludes your tour today. If y'all would like to take part in a 100-year tradition, thank you very much. 100-year tradition. If you'd like to trip, you want to tip your captain. This happens to be the world's largest tip jar. Glass bottoms. So just take your dollar bills out and toss it right there on the glass, and I'll happily accept them. And please stay seated until I get the boat safely tied down. And thank you so much for coming today. I hope y'all have a great day. Now we're going to contact with the dock, so it's going to make a little bump here. Little bump. Well, not that bad, huh? I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, so y'all see that yellow strip right there on that ramp? That is a lift, so don't trip on your exit. Now, the exit to the right, don't trip on the yellow strip on your exit, all right? Thank y'all so much for being today.
Way to get them silly people with the gators too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if he's gonna get his face bit off.
Seriously.
I don't know.
I wonder if he.
We'll be back next week for the story.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Not really.
What are your hours next week?
Never do that.
Yeah, what do you work next week? We'll be back for the story.
Funny. Yeah. I like that.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. So that was the glass bottom boat at Silver Springs, Florida. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Sorry if it was kind of choppy. These damn tilapia they were talking about are some big fish. You can see them all the way up there. There are some big fish. Anyway. That's Silver Springs boat ride.
You already know the monkeys are around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're around. We just passed one a minute ago.
Yeah, the whole troop was here. They're mostly that way right now. About 60 of them, 50 or 60 of them. So, yeah.
So, between the bears and the monkeys and the alligators and the snakes, and don't forget the no-see-ums, you're pretty much, you know, on the menu no matter what. So much for us being at the top of the food chain. Ooh, the big one scared the others back in.
I think they're all trying to cross. Because they're just waiting and looking at us. There goes one, George.
There's the babies. Oh my goodness. Look at them all.
We're all
4,
crossing.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And there's more coming. Oh, no.
Lots coming.
Oh, that's a whole tribe right there.
Look at all these babies coming across.
Look, one's on the mother's back.
Oh, I see that.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's got to be 30 or 40 right here.
Oh, yeah. Climbing the
He
trees.
missed. Is that good? Does that taste good?
That's pretty incredible. See that many of them. All the little babies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There's got to be a dozen babies out here
Yeah,
at
there
least.
has to be a dozen. These two are big and old.
All right, I won't bother you.
They see the dog, that's probably why they're acting.
It could be.
It's like,
That's pretty crazy. So many all in one place. And all the babies. It is so cool to see all the babies.
It is, that means there are lots of generations.
So from 12 pairs of breeding monkeys, this guy says they stretch from here all the way to Daytona Beach. And considering we just saw a dozen babies right there easily, it's not hard to see how that could happen. You can see them all moving back in the brush in the bushes. And you walk along and all of a sudden out of the corner of your eye you see something moving. You realize, oh damn, there's a whole herd of them.